Welcome back to Trending Update USA. This is Steffan, and today we bring you a powerful and defining story that is sending shockwaves through the global tennis world, as Coco Gauff officially confirms big news that could shape not only the next chapter of her career, but the future identity of women's tennis itself. Coco Gauff has never been just another rising star. From the moment she stepped onto the world stage as a fearless teenager, she carried expectations that would have crushed most athletes before they ever had a chance to grow. Now, with her latest confirmation, Coco has made it clear that she is no longer simply responding to expectations placed upon her. She is setting them herself. This announcement is being described across the tennis community as a statement of purpose, clarity, and maturity far beyond her years. In confirming this news, Coco spoke with a calm confidence that immediately stood out. There was no hesitation, no uncertainty, just a clear sense that she knows exactly where she is heading. For fans who have followed her journey since that unforgettable breakout moment at Wimbledon, this feels like a full-circle moment. Back then, she was the fearless newcomer shocking legends of the sport. Today, she stands as a leader, a champion, and a voice that carries weight across the entire tennis ecosystem. The essence of Coco Gauff's confirmation lies in her long-term commitment to her vision, both as a competitor and as a person. She reaffirmed her focus on sustained excellence, mental strength, and purposeful growth. This is not about chasing quick wins or reacting to short-term pressure. This is about building something lasting, something meaningful, and something that reflects who she has become after years of life in the spotlight. The reaction from the tennis community was immediate and emotional. Fellow players, including rivals and close friends on tour, expressed admiration for her honesty and courage. Many highlighted how rare it is to see a young athlete speak so openly about control, balance, and self-awareness. Veterans of the sport noted that Coco's announcement reflects a shift in how elite athletes now define success, moving away from relentless schedules and towards smarter, more intentional careers. Fans responded in massive numbers, flooding social media with messages of pride, excitement, and support. Many fans shared personal stories of how Coco's journey inspired them, not just as a tennis player, but as a role model. Parents spoke about showing her interviews to their children. Young athletes talked about seeing themselves in her struggles and triumphs. For many, this confirmation wasn't just tennis news, it felt personal. Analysts were quick to break down what this means for Coco's on-court future. The consensus is clear: this could be the beginning of her most dominant phase yet. By committing to a refined approach that prioritizes peak performance at the biggest events, Coco is positioning herself to compete at the highest level for years to come. This means smarter scheduling, deeper preparation, and a sharper focus on the moments that truly define legacies. One of the most talked about aspects of Coco's confirmation is the mental dimension. She openly acknowledged the pressure she has carried since her early teens, the weight of expectations, and the constant scrutiny that comes with being labeled the future of the sport. By addressing this head-on, Coco has removed much of the external noise that often overwhelms young stars. Mental clarity, experts say, could be her greatest weapon moving forward. This moment also highlights how much Coco Gauff has grown as a leader. She is no longer just representing herself. She represents a generation of players who believe in speaking openly, advocating for balance, and redefining what it means to be successful. Her voice resonates beyond tennis courts, touching conversations about athlete well-being, empowerment, and authenticity. Sponsors and industry insiders reacted positively as well. In a sports world where image and stability matter, Coco's confirmation sends a message of confidence and direction. Brands see her not just as a champion, but as a long-term partner whose values align with the evolving expectations of fans and consumers. Her authenticity continues to set her apart in an era where audiences crave real stories and genuine personalities. From a historical perspective, Coco's announcement fits into a broader transformation within tennis. The sport is witnessing a generational shift, with younger players taking control of their narratives and careers earlier than ever before. Coco stands at the forefront of this movement, showing that ambition and self-awareness can coexist without compromise. The excitement now builds around what comes next. Every match Coco plays will be watched with renewed intensity. Every victory will feel like confirmation that her approach is working. Every challenge will be viewed as part of a larger journey rather than a setback. The expectations are enormous, but Coco appears more equipped than ever to carry them. What makes this moment especially compelling is that Coco Gauff is still so young. Despite already achieving milestones that define careers, she speaks with the perspective of someone who understands that greatness is built over time. Her confirmation is not a declaration of arrival, but a declaration of intent. She is telling the world that her story is far from finished. The response from tennis legends adds another layer of significance. Former champions praised her maturity, noting how rare it is to see such clarity at this stage of a career. Some even suggested that Coco's approach could influence how future champions are developed, encouraging federations and coaches to prioritize mental and emotional growth alongside physical training. The impact on younger players cannot be overstated. Coco has become a blueprint for how to navigate fame, pressure, and ambition in the modern era. Her journey shows that vulnerability can coexist with strength, and that speaking openly does not diminish competitiveness. For many aspiring athletes, her confirmation feels like permission to define success on their own terms. As the tennis calendar moves forward, anticipation continues to grow. Fans are already speculating about how this renewed focus will translate into results at the biggest tournaments. Analysts debate whether this could mark the beginning of a dominant run, while rivals quietly prepare for an even more formidable opponent across the net. Beyond the numbers and trophies, this moment reinforces why Coco Gauff matters so much to the sport. She brings emotion, intelligence, and purpose to tennis. She reminds fans that behind every forehand and every trophy is a human being navigating pressure, dreams, and responsibility. The global reach of this announcement shows just how influential Coco has become. Media outlets around the world covered her confirmation, highlighting not only what she said, but how she said it. Calm, confident, and composed, she projected the image of someone fully in control of her journey. As the tennis community continues to react, one truth stands out. Coco Gauff has reached a point where her decisions shape conversations, not just results. This is the mark of a true leader in sport. Looking ahead, the future feels wide open. Whether it leads to more Grand Slam titles, historic rivalries, or transformative moments off the court, this confirmation sets the tone for everything that follows. Coco Gauff has drawn a line, defined her direction, and invited the world to watch what comes next. In a sport built on moments, this is one that will be remembered. Not for a single match or a single trophy, but for the clarity of purpose it represents. Coco Gauff has confirmed big news, and in doing so, she has reminded everyone why her story continues to captivate the tennis world. This is not just an update. This is a turning point. And as always, the eyes of the tennis community remain firmly fixed on Coco Gauff, ready to witness the next chapter of a career that continues to redefine what is possible.